their number of crews using these private contractors from U.S. and Canada. Weather Service is saying that every river in the state will probably flood.
Any additional items that you need, or any additional support from FEMA that is still you're still waiting on?
No, there isn't. There's actually a joint field office here in the state from previous declarations that you gave us from spring flooding, and everything we've asked for or needed has been right there. It's been a great relationship.
Terrific. Well, before we leave the regional reports, let me just mention the folks from Maryland had asked about the pre-landfall declaration. I just want to confirm that that has been approved. So when Governor O'Malley shows up, you're going to be able to tell him that that's gotten done.
President, he'll be here momentarily. Thank you very much for your support.
Okay. Right.
Well, again, Mr. President, that's the report of the states that have been impacted, and as you heard, North Carolina is getting ready to respond. Virginia is getting the heavy rain. The rest of them are either getting very close to the response as the storm hits, or they're still in the preparation phase. And again, we'll follow this storm literally up the I-95 corridor. But again, it's your team here at FEMA. We're in support of the governors and Secretary. Been in contact with the governors, and so as they told you, we didn't start today. We've been doing this now since early in the week, and that builds that relationship. So as we start the response, we're not starting new. We're not just meeting each other. We've been working these issues as a team.
Well, I just want to say the team to Janet and Craig, but everybody seated around the table. Each conversation I've had with state and local officials, they've confirmed to me that the relationship with FEMA has been outstanding. The interagency cooperation at the federal level has been outstanding. They recognize this is going to be a tough slog getting through this thing, but they are very appreciative of the outstanding work that all of you have done in the preparation that's been taking place. So I have not yet heard from any of the regions as we just listened to them. Anybody who's suggesting that that we haven't done everything we can on this front, and that's a testimony of the good work that you guys have done. That's on the preparation stage. Obviously, we're going to have to make sure on the response and recovery phase that we are just as effective and on top of it. But fortunately, because I think of the strong relationships that have been formed now, they don't seem to be hesitant about asking for stuff, and we're turning it around pretty quick here at this shop. So I appreciate it. It's going to be a long 72 hours, and obviously a lot of families are going to be affected. What we heard, the biggest concern I'm having right now has to do with flooding and power. It sounds like that's going to be an enormous strain on a lot of states, and that may take days, even longer in some cases, depending on what the track of the storm ends up being. So we're really going to have to stay on top of the recovery, the response and recovery phase of this thing. So, Janet, anything you want to add?
No, Mr. President, I think you've nailed it. We are just at the end of the beginning, and now we go into phase 2.
So, Frank, anything else to add?
No, sir, Mr. President, again, just on behalf of the team, I just appreciate you came over and just thank the folks working in those rooms. And a lot of times they're the unseen faces. I get to represent them, Secretary represents them. The fact you spent time, I just appreciate that. That goes a long way. We got a long ways to go, and they know it. And they're going to be here working to support you and the citizens we serve.
Okay. Thank you very much, everybody.
Let's go.
Great job.
Well, thank you. Let's go.